evidence-based medication. Did you know that less than half of those who suffer with fibromyalgia actually use evidence-based medication? That surprised me. So they're saying more than half who are using medication are using alternative medication, alternative treatments. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? It really does. Anyway, there's been some research done on this, some new research, and it finds that less than half of fibromyalgia patients are using evidence-based medication to help manage the symptoms due to high cost. Now, this is obviously more prevalent in the United States and other countries and what have you, but, you know, with their, how to put it, very expensive medical in the United States. I mean, very expensive. In fact, I know a guy who came over here and bought a inhaler for 15 quid, and he said it would cost him $200 in just Ventolin in the US. So that kind of shows, doesn't it? Anyway, this study, this survey research, which is in the ICP, specialists together. And it's 19th April 2024, findings from a new research study published today in the Royal Australasian College of Physicians. I say today, this is 19th of April 2024. Internal Medicine Journal, the IMJ, highlight that less than 48.5% of fibromyalgia patients are using evidence-based medication to address symptoms and manage chronic pain flare-ups. Now, for me, I'm just using painkillers, obviously. Not all the time, as and when I need them. I hate painkillers. So a bit of mixture of doliprane, which is basically paracetamol, tramadol. That's pretty much it regarding my painkillers. But then I use prednisolone, which is a steroid, whenever I feel swollen. And I've got another one called Antlox as well, and that's it. I'm not using any other stuff. I don't use them all at once. It's just so you get to know your body and know this is okay today. I think I need this, or I might need that, and that way you're not always taking the same medication. The painkiller that I find gives me the least problems regarding my stomach and stuff like that is the tramadol. I find the paracetamol gives me tummy upset. It's not good for you, is it? None of this stuff's really good for you. It's just ways of trying to deal with the pain. So researchers examined medical chart records of 474 fibromyalgia patients across 3.5 year period, January 2019 to 2022, and found that only 48.5% of patients were using one or more evidence-based medical therapeutics to manage symptoms, while over half, 51.5%, were not. A majority of patients, 87.3%, were taking some form of medication to help manage fibromyalgia symptoms, and over 3/4 of patients, 76.5%, were taking potentially ineffective over-the-counter medicines such as paracetamol. I wouldn't say it's ineffective, it definitely helps me, to help provide symptom relief. Ineffective? How is it ineffective? It's a painkiller. It works for me. Anyway, the figure also includes patients who were using over-the-counter medicines along with evidence-based drugs. According to estimates, approximately 3 to 5% or over, as many as 1 million Australians are, well, this is in Australia. Australians. I should have realised that. It's not the United States. Currently, 3 to 5% are currently living with fibromyalgia. I might be wrong, but they seem, regarding the symptoms of fibromyalgia, it seems very similar to long COVID, or long COVID seems very similar to fibromyalgia. At the end of the day, fibromyalgia is triggered usually by a traumatic event. Well, I would say getting COVID and buggering up your immune system is a pretty traumatic event. I'm just wondering, I don't know, maybe you've got some thoughts on that. So where were we? Over 3/4, done that one already. Okay. Oh, here we are. Symptoms of fibromyalgia, including chronic pain, extreme fatigue. I'm so tired at the moment. Problems with memory. That's me. Talk that. And concentration and insomnia, among others. Yes, I'm so tired because I can't get sleep. I don't get enough sleep. I wake up so many times in the night. Dr. Zachary Warren, the lead researcher of the study, said that the high cost of evidence-based prescriptions, pharmaceuticals, prevent many fibromyalgia patients from accessing them, thereby forcing a significant chunk to rely on over-the-counter medication. Now, assessing evidence-based pharmaceuticals that can help address and manage fibromyalgia. In fact, a member of our family who lives in Australia suffers with fibromyalgia. Maybe I need to speak to her, actually. Anyway, symptoms can be very expensive and unaffordable for patients, especially in a cost of living crisis. Everything's gone up, isn't it? You know, that stress alone is enough to make people, give them flare-ups of fibromyalgia. So none of the evidence-based drugs are currently subsidised by the Pharmaceutical Benefits Scheme. Now in the UK it'll be the NHS. Here in France we'd have a thing called the Carte Vitale, which gives us our healthcare plus a top-up of assurance maladie. Basically, it's a hybrid system we've got here in France. There is broad consensus among the medical and community that while fibromyalgia patients benefit significantly from non-pharmaceutical strategies, evidence-based medicines play a vital role in providing them with much-needed pain relief. However, accessing evidence-based pharmaceuticals remains unaffordable for many fibromyalgia patients. Why the hell isn't it included? It's like people who need to get onto, like for instance in the UK, need to get disability benefits to get the PIPS payment. Well, it's not always that easy, isn't it? If you've got fibromyalgia or chronic pain or long COVID or any of these sort of like invisible illnesses that aren't really that invisible, it's really hard to actually get yourself registered, so you can get some help. It's almost impossible. Now, like for me, for instance, would I be able to work all day? No, I don't think I'd be able to be honest. I work in my workshop, Abby, but I can sit down when I want to. I can go and have a bit of a snooze, in the hammock if I need to. I've got flexibility, but if you're working in a workplace, it's a different environment, and it's you're expected to achieve something, aren't you? They're paying you to do a job, and if you feel you're going to be half asleep all the time and not being able to do your job properly, or you're constant pain, well then you're no good to an employer, are you? Why would they want to employ you? They'll do whatever they can to get rid of you, don't they? Become a problem. So it's quite interesting, I think, that people are turning to alternatives for treatment. Is it already because of the cost? My party. I don't think so. I think a lot of it's going to be to do with a lot of people like to try things differently because try different things because that ain't working for me. No, that stuff they've prescribed me, that's not working. So they go and try something else. They're desperate to try all sorts of things. Some magic pill. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, have you heard of this? Please leave it in the comments down below, because I do read the comments, but you probably already know. Please leave a like button and maybe subscribe to the channel and a little bell icon. Anyway, have a lovely day.